On Memorial Day weekend, when the streets are filled with the sounds of engines and laughter, one event stood out among the rest, the iconic Rolling Thunder gathering. At the center of attention was a wounded Marine who did something truly extraordinary. Sergeant Tim Chambers, standing right in the middle of a bustling street, raised his hand in salute, holding that position for 3 long hours under the scorching sun. What happened next left everyone in awe. Veteran Sergeant Tim Chambers, clad in a uniform adorned with medals and patches symbolizing his years of service and sacrifice, stood resolutely in silent tribute. In those first moments, his salute was a quiet gesture of respect for fallen comrades, especially for those whose names had recently been engraved on the nearby war memorial. His face was serious, his gaze unwavering, and his hand frozen in time, as if no force could compel him to lower it. As time passed, onlookers began to take notice. Whispers filled the air. Words about the lone Marine paying tribute to his fellow soldiers began to spread. Many paused their activities to watch. Some clutched flags in respect, while others kept their distance and observed the unfolding moment. For Tim, this act was deeply personal. His thoughts wandered to memories of his twin brother Mark, who had died while on a mission to save him. They had been inseparable friends since childhood and enlisted in the Marine Corps together. Their dreams of serving side by side into old age were tragically cut short during a brutal ambush in a combat zone. Tim's voice trembled with grief on the day Mark fell on top of him, shielding him from sniper fire. His brother's selfless act haunted him for many years. But standing on that street that day, Tim honored Mark's memory not with guilt, but with gratitude for his brother's sacrifice. Under the blazing sun, Tim remained steadfast. His uniform clung to his sweat-soaked body. His injured leg throbbed with pain. His throat was dry, yet his determination was ironclad. This was not just a salute, it was a promise to remember and honor the sacrifices of all who served. The crowd around him grew larger. Some brought umbrellas for shade from the heat, while others quietly prayed or saluted from afar. 2 hours passed, and whispers of admiration rippled through the gathering. Suddenly, the silence was broken by the distant roar of motorcycles. The sound grew louder. Over the hill appeared a group of bikers clad in black leather jackets adorned with patches. Their revving engines caused concern among the crowd. Many feared the worst and assumed that the bikers had come to disrupt this solemn moment. Stereotypes were strong. Bikers were often perceived as unruly troublemakers. Their presence cast a shadow of apprehension over the gathering. But what happened next left everyone speechless. The bikers dismounted from their motorcycles and formed a silent circle around Tim. Without saying a word, they stood humbly with raised hands in salute alongside him. It was a powerful act of solidarity, a symbol of unity between different worlds. One burly biker with tattooed arms stepped forward. The crowd held its breath. What would he do? Tension hung in the air. Would he draw a weapon? Someone whispered, "It could be a knife," while another nervously muttered. But the man's intentions were far from sinister. Instead, he pulled out a simple bottle of water and approached Tim cautiously. The biker unscrewed the cap and raised the bottle high, allowing the Marine to drink without lowering his salute. The crowd was moved, some flushed with shame for having misjudged this man. The acts of kindness did not stop there. Another biker stepped forward with a portable fan to cool Tim under the relentless sun. Yet another brought an umbrella for shade. Together, the bikers stood with Tim. Their actions spoke louder than any words could convey. For hours they stood shoulder to shoulder in unified silent respect for the fallen. The scene was transformative. It shattered barriers of misunderstanding between bikers and the community. As the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in golden and purple hues, Tim finally lowered his hand, tired but fulfilled. He turned to face the bikers, who lowered their salutes and shook his hand firmly in solidarity. Tim addressed the crowd with heartfelt words. "Today I witnessed the best of humanity. These often misunderstood bikers showed us what true respect and brotherhood mean. Let us not judge others by their appearance, but by the depth of their hearts. As the bikers rode off into the distance on their motorcycles, their actions left an indelible mark on all present. This moment became a powerful reminder that kindness and understanding can bridge even the deepest divides.